Good morning. Welcome back to the Red Mic. Happy Monday. It is October 27th, 2025, and these are Red Mic messages, which of course are leadership and life lessons, mainly from 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. Today's Red Mic message, old tricks, new tech. Well, they don't really come from any of my background. It's just something I saw and I wanted to riff on it a little bit. Read an article about how map makers would protect their work. Now, this, of course, was years before digital. It was just analog, hard copy paper maps. They would put fake roads or even fake towns into their maps, little things that they called trap sheets. And then if those same details showed up on a competitor's map, they're like, they copied us because, that road is not real. One of the funniest examples was the town of Agloe, 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 New York. It was created completely out of air by two map makers in the 30s. They combined their initials to come up with the letters Agloe. And then a general store opened there using the same name. And that minute, a fake town became real. Truth is stranger than fiction, I guess. Trap streets were a way of saying, this is my work and I will know if you steal it. And that idea didn't die with paper maps. It's changed a little bit, though. Today, there are digital versions, of course. Cartographers will put little small data quirks, invisible coordinates or tags to try to catch plagiarism. Cybersecurity experts plant what they call honey tokens, fake accounts or records that expose data leaks. AI will embed what they call canary phrases to trace stolen training data. They will come up with a phrase that they believe that no one has ever used in any way, shape, or form. And then if another AI spits it out, they're like, huh, we got you. And Hollywood even hides digital watermarks in sound or film to try to catch pirates. But there's sort of a twist on that you can use to help you make yourself a little bit more secure. Gmail has a way to, basically set up the data farmers. If your email address, for example, is patrick.redmic, it's not, but at Gmail, you could sign up for a store as patrick.redmic plus store newsletter at gmail.com. Fill in the blank. And then if you start getting spam or email and it's addressed to that, you know that newsletter or that company sold your data. Or worse, they had a hack and your data got stolen. And then it's an easy thing to, at that point, to go to that vendor and unsubscribe, stop using them, don't spend money with them. Let them know, hey, my data is a form of currency and I don't trust you with it anymore. It's a simple, invisible, quiet way to protect yourself. It's the same thing that Otto Lindbergh did in 1930 when he inserted a fake road into a map. And across all of these examples, it's not about catching thieves, it's about authenticity. Marty Stewart and Me and Hank and Jumpin' Jack Flash. His advice that he got from Hank Williams Sr. in that song was, be what you are at all times and tell folks out there the truth. That ain't going to cost you a dime. Still a universal truth. Those people who drew those old maps, they left part of themselves in their work. The mark wasn't always obvious, but it was honest. It was them saying, I made this. I am a human being and I cared enough to try to protect it. Now, these days, thanks to AI, anybody can generate thousands of words with a few keystrokes. But only a real person, a real heart, a real mind, a real soul can make those words ring true. The future will be full of perfect copies. But what will stand out, I think, are the fingerprints of authenticity, the human marks that no machine can replicate. And that's what is ultimately going to still matter. In leadership, in business, in life, leave a mark that's unmistakably yours. Again, be what you are at all times and tell folks out there the truth. Don't stamp your name on everything. Build with integrity, creativity, and purpose. Because authenticity, real Quiet authenticity is the one thing that nobody can steal. And that's today's Red Mike message. Hope you found it interesting or helpful. I hope that you will give me a like, a follow, and a share. Let folks know that you've been listening. I'd appreciate it a whole lot. I love you guys. I'll see you again tomorrow. Don't forget, as always, life is short. Drink the bourbon. I'll see you.